big change from the state's top office about a CSX hub in Johnston County. As we reported last night on WNCN News Now at 6, Governor McCrory's office released a statement saying the proposed site we've been telling you about is no longer viable due to land issues and sentiment. WNCN's Carly Griffith is live with more on how CSX is responding. Carly.
Yeah, Sharon, they responded very briefly. They released a statement today saying that they are committed to seeing this project through and addressing any concerns that come up. Of course, folks around here are really concerned about why they weren't approached sooner about this project.
I don't care if it's a railroad hub or a subdivision or Six Flags over Selma. I mean, we're not interested in selling the land.
Trent Lassiter has been heading the fight against the CSX Transportation Hub project. Not altogether, just in its current proposed site on his land.
My dad grew up here. He farmed this land. My grandpa grew up here. He farmed this land. And I mean, you know, it meant so much to be able to have this business and bring people to my family farm for this project.
According to the North Carolina Department of Transportation, the state has been in talks with CSX about a hub in the eastern region since March of 2014. Yet Lassiter says he and 34 other property owners didn't find out their land was wanted until 2 weeks ago.
If we would have been approached a year ago or 2 years ago by CSX or county officials or state officials, anybody, and sat down and said, look, here's a map of the project. This is kind of a big project. Your land's ideal for this. Let's talk about your land. We'd have told them a long time ago that it wasn't for sale.
Johnston County economic developer Johnston says that's not the way business is usually done, but that's the way CSX went about it.
They were wanting to wait until after the project was announced so they could be upfront and honest with the property owners and say, look, there's a project looking at the area. We'd like to discuss this with you as far as the possibility of purchasing your land.
The late land talks caused commissioners and even the governor to rethink the project, which still could move forward somewhere in the region.
It is a great project for not only Johnston County but eastern North Carolina, but only with willing landowners that are able to work with the CSX and the state to find a suitable location for the project.
Now, both Johnston and Lassiter tell me that there are some property owners willing to work with CSX, and Johnston is asking folks who own property along the CSX rail line who are willing to sell to contact his office because they are still trying to find a viable site for this project to breathe some life into this area. Live in Johnston County, Carly Griffith, WNCN News Now.